Hey, this is Knife Standards. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Mini Old Guard by Monterey Bay Knives, and this one is in full titanium. But first, please follow me at Knife Standards. You can follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for a lot more knife content and weekly knife reviews. All right, cool. Let's get into it. So this is the Mini Old Guard by Monterey Bay Knives. And if you don't know Monterey Bay Knives, they are a company that was started by Ray Laconico and Sanford Owen. I'm sure most of you know who Ray Laconico is, really well known in the knife world, knife designer, knife maker. Sanford Owen, also really good knife designer, knife maker. And I'm sure you guys have seen Ray Laconico's designs or may even own some of them. He has designs out with a few different companies. But anyway, Ray Laconico and Sanford Owen teamed up to start Monterey Bay Knives. They wanted to make a production knife, but with a custom feel. And spoiler alert, they succeeded. So that's exactly what the Mini Old Guard is. It is a production knife. It is made overseas, designed in California, made overseas, produced overseas, but it definitely has that really high quality custom feel. So let's get into just a few of the features of the knife. Oh, you know what? Actually, first, I just want to talk about a huge upside, which is this. And I know some of you may be thinking, what are you talking about? It's just a pouch. But Monterey Bay Knives, when you buy, I bought the Mini Old Guard. When you buy it, it comes in the knife pouch. And the reason I'm bringing this up is I think it is such a huge upside and such a cool, easy, simple thing for knife companies to do. And most of them do not do it. I know that there are a few that do, such as Vero, but most of the knife companies do not include the knife pouch with the purchase. And I think that it's such an easy thing to do, such an easy, meaningful thing to do. A lot of these knife companies will sell their pouches for whatever it is, $5, $10 on their site, but Monterey Bay Knives has included it. And how much can it cost them? If they're selling it for $5 or $10, it seems like such an easy thing and such a meaningful thing to include this. So already a huge upside that their knives come in the pouch. I don't have to buy it separately. I don't have to add it to the cart. The knife comes in the pouch. So again, really cool, really big upside already. And we haven't even gotten into the review yet. So let's go ahead and talk about the knife. It is a all titanium frame lock. I mean, look at the centering. Phew. Awesome. It has, let's see, right there, M390 steel, top notch, super steel, titanium. It comes in two different versions. They also have the Old Guard, which is a bigger version, but I like my smaller knives, so I got the Mini Old Guard. The weight is good. There is some internal milling. I don't know if you guys can see if there's enough light. Yeah, you can see the internal milling. So the weight is good. I can feel it in my hand. It's sturdy. I can feel like if I dropped it, it's not gonna break, And let's go ahead and see the action in a second. But also the pocket clip, really interesting design. In my pocket, there's not too much tension. I feel like it slides in to your pocket, slides in and out easily, doesn't destroy your pocket. And there's a cool little point at the end of the pocket clip. So I like that. It's simple, minimalist design. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, wow, like what's so special about this? It's so simple, it's kind of boring, but that's what I love about it. It's like when I think of a titanium frame lock, this is what I think of. Like this is the standard of titanium frame locks as far as I'm concerned. It's just simple, straightforward, really well made, and I think that that's what they were going for when they designed this and when they made this. So let's go ahead and check out the action. Yeah, that's pretty nice, pretty smooth. You can see the satin finish. Let's check out the clip side. You can see the little Monterey Bay Knives logo. It came, you know, some knives come sharp. This came super sharp from Monterey Bay Knives, super sharp. And it's a really, really nice grind. Yeah, I like that a lot. Now, let's go ahead and get this guy closed up. You can see the centering is just about perfect. It is thumb stud opening. Of course, you guys know me, I would have preferred a flush pivot screw or a covered pivot screw, but it's not the end of the world. Same thing with the body screws. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it works on this knife because it's such a simple design. It would have been nice if this was flush, but I'm not going to complain about it too much. See the titanium backspacer, little lanyard hole, which I'm never going to use, but overall, a really cool, simple, sleek design. Let's go ahead and get into a size comparison. Get this guy right there. And let's go ahead and grab the Quiet Carry Drift, another titanium frame lock. And my standard Benchmade Mini Freak. Now, as you can see, I have a type. This length, this blade length, this full open length, and this you know, knife shape, even the handle shape, you can see what I'm into. This is definitely my favorite style, favorite shape of knife, and as you can see, they're very similar. Let's go ahead and get one more guy that is also pretty similar, one of my newer knives. Get the TRM Neutron. Yeah, so all very similar. I'm gonna go ahead and get out my measuring tape. Got about, these are all about 3 inch. Yeah, 3 inches, yeah, I know these knives pretty well by now. Yeah, so all the blades are about 3 inches. Overall lengths, again, we're coming in very similar, just about right around 7 inches. The Mini OG, again, yeah, 7 inch, just under 7 inches. The Drift, 7 inches. So for my hand, you know, I have hands that are on the smaller side. These are like the perfect EDC, everyday carry knives for me. You can see I really like my thumb studs, and this size of knife just really fits my hand the best. So quick, easy size comparison. Let's go ahead and get the Neutron out of there. Get my Mini Freak and the Quiet Carry Drift. Now, for the Mini OG, let's go ahead and see about the ergonomics. Yeah, so again, this, it doesn't look like it would have the greatest feel or the greatest ergonomics because it's so simple and there's not a ton of shape to the handle, but I actually prefer that, and I think that Yeah, I get the full 4-finger grip. Fits my hand perfectly. Yeah, really nice. Now there is no jimping, which doesn't bother me, but just something to be aware of. So this is very slick, but the ergonomics feel great. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the upsides. There are a lot of them. Really simple, sleek, minimalist design, which of course is my thing. That's my style. Another upside is the price. These are coming in just right around 200, which I think is very fair. I think that that's a huge upside. They're not, they probably could sell these for more, but they're not, which I appreciate. Right around 200. Another plus side is, and I think that's what it's worth. I think that this is a $200 knife, right around there. It's, high quality construction. It is made overseas, designed in California, made overseas, but that doesn't bother me. I don't think it should bother anybody. And the quality is top notch, full titanium handles. We got M390 blade steel, which is one of my favorites. So it's top quality materials, really simple, sleek design, all upsides in my book. Centering, another upside. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the action again. Yeah, action is great. Smooth. So that's another upside. Now, as far as the downsides go, oh, and don't forget, upside, it came in the pouch. I didn't have to pay $5 for that. So again, that just makes me think that Ray Laconico and Sanford Owen, Monterey Bay Knives, is thinking about the customer. They have us in mind, which I really appreciate. Another upside actually is that it comes in, doesn't come in a ton of varieties, but they have the Old Guard, which is the bigger version. They also have another mini Old Guard, which is in raindrop carbon fiber. I'm actually thinking of picking one of those up too. It's just, I prefer the full titanium, but the raindrop carbon fiber just looks amazing. So I might have to get one of those also. Now, as far as the downsides go, there are not that many downsides for this knife. There just aren't. One of the downsides, and I think it may be, well, I mean, there are little things, like I'd like this to be flush, but not. Is that a downside? A little bit, but it's not a huge deal. I think the only downside that really sticks out to me is, as you can see, it's a frame lock. It's just a little bit sensitive to frame lock pressure. So if your finger is sitting on the frame lock or touching the frame lock, yeah, it's not going to open. And some knives are more sensitive than others. This one can be sensitive to frame lock pressure. So you really got to lay off the frame lock, and then the action is great, super smooth. But if you have any of your fingers, any pressure on the frame lock, it's not going anywhere. So I really think that's the only downside of this knife, the only one that really sticks out to me. But no pressure, boom, super smooth, super snappy. So anyway, again, I really want to thank everyone for supporting my channel, for subscribing. If you aren't subscribed already, please do so. You can also follow me on Instagram at Knife Standards. I really appreciate all the support, and it means a lot. I have a lot more knife reviews coming soon, and definitely check this guy out, the Mini Old Guard by Monterey Bay Knives. Thank you guys so much. This has been Knife Standards. I'll catch you guys later.